counting down to first pitch at Wrigley. We've got the Marlins and Cubs next. For decades, this was a sight you'd never see at Wrigley Field, but this evening we come to you from under the lights as MLB The Show welcomes you to another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight it's Game 2 of this 3-game series as it'll be the Florida Marlins taking on the Chicago Cubs. And hi again, everybody, with Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler by my side. Matt Vasgersian getting you set for what should be a good contest. And Soup, let's hand the honors to you first. What are you watching in this one?
Well, one guy you have to enjoy watching play the game is Dan Uggla. He's one of those guys that actually reminds me a little bit of Hud. He's scrappy, gives you his all on the field, and can steal a base if need be, and he can hit. His hair's not quite as nice as Rex's, but you get the idea.
All right, Dave, thanks. Rex will be along in a moment, but first let's check out the starting lineup for the visiting Marlins. It's brought to us by State Farm. At home or away, State Farm is there. They'll match up against a guy looking to rebound from an off year a season ago, the young left-hander Tom Gorzolani. And behind him, there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs, led by 3-time Gold Glove Award winner Derek Lee over at first. And standing in is Hanley Ramirez as we are ready to get this one going. And we are underway from Wrigley as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1. And Chicago is a far cry from the 90s all spring training. 48 degrees our game time temperature. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
And when a guy like this lets 2 go in a row, you know he's looking for something else.
Here it comes. Now ball hit toward third, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. And that's going to fall. A base hit.
Well, this is a good job right here of getting on base to start things out. Now we'll see just how aggressively they want to play this.
Chris Coughlin will take his first cuts of the ball game here. First pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Good showing for this guy yesterday. 3 knocks in that ball game.
There goes Hanley for second. And he reaches out for this one and sends a fly ball out toward left center field. There to play it is Soriano, and there's your first out.
Well, as a batter, this could be tough to do, but if you see a guy's got a great jump at first, hold off in your swing. I think he had second base stolen if this ball's not hit in the air.
Jorge Cantu will stand in. Low for ball 1.
And he'll make you bring that fastball up a bit before he takes a whack at it.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runners on the move for second. A pitch out. The throw. It's high, but a fine play to come down with it at second, and he's out trying to steal a base.
Well, they guessed right on the pitch out right there, and this guy has just hung out to dry.
Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to Lee will take care of him, and the inning is over. So it's a scoreless first inning here for Tom Gorzolani. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And a look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs, once again brought to us by State Farm. They'll match up against the man you see there, the hard-throwing right-hander Chris Volstad. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. There's Ryan Theriot getting ready as he'll be the one to start things out in the home half of the first. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Here's the 1-0 now to Theriot. Swing and the ball lifted in the air to straightaway right. Carroll has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number one. A look there at our scouting report is here's what you'll see out of this 23-year-old right-hander. Derek Lee will get his first opportunity now. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
And this guy wore the collar yesterday, an 0 for 4 game.
Now here it comes. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
A little bit of sinking action on that fastball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Swing, and he saws him off with that one. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game.
Oh, this is beautiful here. This is getting in a pitcher's head. They bust him in with a fastball on the last pitch, so now he's thinking, I know they're going to go away with something else. And sure enough, he just outsmarted him there.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and here's the powerful Aramis Ramirez. Lee the runner at first, now the pitch. Runner goes. Throw to first in plenty of time, and Ramirez is gone, 2 away.
Fortunate to have the runner moving there, as it might have kept him out of a double play.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And here's the left fielder, Alfonso Soriano. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. One and one.
And he's looking to get into double digits in RBIs if he can cash in here.
1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2.
Heavy dose of off-speed stuff here in the at-bat.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Ready with the 2-1. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Yeah, smart to be careful with this guy, especially with the base open.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
And you'd like to end the inning on the mound, but still, you don't have to lay one in there on 3-2.
Base hit now.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Yeah, Matt, he made him throw a lot of pitches. That was a great at-bat.
2 men on, 2 out, and here is the right-handed hitting Xavier Nady. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Carroll is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. Dan Uggla leads things off now in the top half of the second. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Nady's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Cody Ross will get his first shot at it here. And he's able to go with a fastball nicely there as this is sliced into right for a base hit.
First pitch fastball that time, but he's locked in on it as he sends it out to right for a base hit.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and digging in now is the catcher Ronnie Paulino. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That fastball's in there at 89. He won't go a whole lot higher than that.
No score here as we play inning number 2. He's ready now. The pitch in there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Oh, that's tough. Fastball at 89, then a curve at 74.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And here's where he likes to bust guys in with that slider. That could be coming next.
Now a swing and a ground ball. And past the diving infielder, that's a base hit.
Well, he got the ground ball he needed, but this one had eyes, and his first and second now was still only 1 out.
Emilio Bonifacio will step in now. Switch hitter batting from the right side here. And there's a fastball from Gorzolani, good for strike one.
And remember, this is a very tough guy to double up, so even on a ground ball, they might not get out of the inning.
Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to fairly deep center field. Fukudome has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2.
And a smart move by that base runner to take advantage and move up to third. So now with 2 outs here, he can score on a wild pitch, pass ball, an error, or any number of ways.
Brett Carroll will step in now. Now here's the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
And this is certainly a key at bat here in the early going.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And with the pitcher on deck, you'd love to get this guy here and make the pitcher lead off the third.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Kosuke Fukudome will start things off in the bottom of the second. First offering on the way. In there for strike 1.
Gotta turn him loose now.
Foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. One away in the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jeff Baker. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right and up into the crowd. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
And he's got that thing moving pretty good here in the first few innings.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And now maybe he'll use that high fastball to set up a curveball.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Sliced down the line at first. Oh, look at Cantu. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. What a play.
Ah, this is a nice play here. Look at him stretch out to get this thing. And then he says, you know what? I'll just go ahead and do this all myself. Nice.
Coy Hill will be the batter. Fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
And let's see if he makes him throw a strike here.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Well, if he's ahead of that fastball, what does that tell you as a pitcher? Throw the changeup, and he'll be even more out in front.
Out in front of the curve that time, as this is in the air toward fairly deep right field. Carroll will get under it, though, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Chris Volstad will step in to get things started for the Marlins. He'll be followed by the dangerous Hanley Ramirez on deck. Here's the first offering. On the ground down the first base line. No problem for the Gold Glover Lee at first for the out.
Well, you always love to start an inning against the opposing pitcher, but you doubly love it when he makes a first pitch out. That's the best of both worlds there.
Leadoff man gone, so they'll work against the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. First pitch coming. And that pitch is lined into left field, and he's got his second hit of the evening.
You think he squared that one up? Let's turn the radar gun around and put it on this line drive going out. 102. Folks, that's a screamer.
Chris Coughlin will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. There goes Hanley for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's not going to be in time as Ramirez has himself a stolen base.
Yeah, chance to get that first run of the game home with a base hit here, so that's a good time to run.
Now a hard liner toward short. That's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Well, a heads-up move by the batter there is while the run scored on the play, he was able to hightail it up to second base.
A man at second with one down, and standing in the dangerous first baseman, Jorge Cantu. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And a nice job of keeping that runner right where he is.
Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Ooh, and that one pretty much just burns off the outside edge.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Hitting both sides of the plate here with the fastball. Let's see if they go back away on 0-2.
And this is swung on and bounced up the center of the diamond. Throws over to Lee, 2 down.
Yeah, good range to get this thing right behind the bag at second, and then he plants and makes a good throw to first for the out. That's a fine play.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the powerful second baseman, Dan Uggla. Lays off 1-0.
And now you've got to make sure you can strand that runner at third base.
On the way. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
And he's had a pretty good look at those first 2 pitches. Be aware, 2-0.
Wow, Dallas Hodges just isn't giving anything now. It's 3-0.
Hard to make 2 better pitches than that. One that just missed, one that I'm not so sure.
And ball 4 as Uggla is aboard.
Well, you can see he's pretty upset out there on the mound. I think this probably stems from the pitch previous to ball 4. He thought that one was a strike.
Cody Ross will stand in. A base hit his first time around. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
And he's lucky on the mound because that had way too much of the plate.
Back-to-back fastballs here as he takes control 0-2.
Well, he created his own jam. Now he's trying to get out of it.
He's set, now the pitch. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. And now here's a ball grounded foul over toward third. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Marlins on top, 1-0. Tom Gorzolani makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And he takes ball 1.
And just 1 hit for this guy in the campaign, so a second might be a bit of a surprise.
And another fastball, but this one finds the zone, 1-1.
And now that he's warmed up a little more, he's getting a little more oomph on that fastball than he had out of the gate.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And you'll get a good look at this grip on the 2-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrow seams of the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the 4-seamers.
So So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Ryan Theriot, the shortstop. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. There to take it is Bonifacio. Throw to first is going to get Theriot for out number 2. So now 2 are gone in the inning for Derek Lee. Now here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Boy, he's just sailing along now.
And there's ball 1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. There to take it is Bonifacio. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. Ronnie Paulino will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Ooh, he almost kneecapped him there.
Now it's 2-0.
And you can tell they're thinking, do not let him extend his arms. Keep pitching him tight.
Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1. Fastball here is hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
Well, sometimes when you're facing a pitcher that's really got it going, you need to basically just take what he's going to give you. That's a tough pitch down in the zone, but he hangs in there and gets himself a knock.
Emilio Bonifacio will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. And Kosuke able to look this one in for the first out.
Well, he's pitching to contact there. He's not trying for the swing through. They want him to hit this ball, and he obliges with a routine fly to center.
Brett Carroll will get another shot, called out on strikes his first time around. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. There's one. On to Lee, and a double play gets him out of the inning. Marlins down quietly. They lead it 1-0. And with that, we'll check some scores from around the National League. They're presented by the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Ramirez will lead things off this inning for the Cubbies with Alfonso Soriano scheduled behind him on deck. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And let's see if he can get a little something going in a 1-0 game.
Here's the 1-0 now to Ramirez. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
And look how calm he looks out there. His tempo looks really good right now.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And we'll see how they want to attack Soriano here. First pitch on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
And now at the plate, you got to do something to get this guy out of the role he's been on.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Carroll is there, 2 down.
And he's just got it on cruise control now. That's 9 straight he's set down.
Xavier Nady will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Ball 1.
Still pretty comfortable here at the ballpark, but June or July will be here before you know it.
One 1-0 pitch now. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
And you can tell he's really in his zone out there now.
X able to hold off there, so it's 2-1 now.
And that's an example of a pitcher trying to keep you honest there. You can't always work away.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Just got to concentrate on that glove in situations like this. Just get it over.
And this one misses inside. A ball he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Second walk allowed in the game so far. He's still yet to allow a run, however, so let's see if they can do anything with this base runner.
Kosuke Fukudome digs in at the plate. ball 1-0.
And now here's where you really need to make that 2-out walk pay off.
And this catches the outside corner, strike one. Here's the 1-1. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4 full. Florida's out in front, 1-0. Chris Volstagg will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
And this has been his MO into the 5th inning now. Get ahead with strike one.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Two and one.
And you got a pitcher up there that's barely hitting his waist size. Throw him a strike.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. Dive, but it's just past his outstretched glove for a base hit.
Well, you can put him into the hit column here, his first of the season. He's got to be happy to at least have an average now.
Hanley Ramirez will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Maybe could have appealed that one. I don't know.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Here he comes on 2-1. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Nady is back, though, as he makes the catch on the track for the first out. So with a runner at first and one gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. Chris Coughlin will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
Trying to lock him up there with a fastball. That's a good spot to miss.
Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
Third time through the lineup for these guys now, and they haven't done a whole lot to this point.
In there, 1-2 now.
And now you can't look for a pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And now's where I think you have to sit changeup and react fastball.
The 2-2 coming. Too high, ball 3.
Let's see now if they're going to want to think about putting something on here.
Jorge Cantu will be next, barring a double play ball. And he struck him out.
And both starters are really feeling it now. Sometimes you get a sense that they're competing directly with one another. And this has turned into a showcase of whatever you can do, I can do better.
Jorge Cantu will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. And that misses for ball 1.
And no threat to run over there at first, so with 2 away, you can focus all your energy squarely on this guy.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Just rearing back and throwing the heater by him right there.
Swing, and he shoots this one to first. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. Jeff Baker will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1.
And I can guarantee these guys would love to get a little spark here from the bottom of the order.
He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it, 0-2.
And he's done everything right on the mound so far. The mistakes have been almost non-existent.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Coy Hill will dig in, 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Ball 2 now.
A little shaky here to begin this inning. We haven't seen him in too many pressure situations thus far.
He waits, now the pitch. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Carroll moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Marlon Byrd is into the on-deck circle now as he'll hit in place of the pitcher, Gorzolani. On the ground for Ramirez. This could be 2. To Uggla for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 5 shutout innings for him thus far. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. A new pitcher on his way out to the mound. It's the left-hander Sean Marshall who gets the call. Dan Uggla will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hit hard back up the middle, but an atom ball right to him for the first down.
Well, I'm sure he'll take an out on the first pitch he throws coming out of the bullpen, but that ball was hammered. It's only 1 pitch, but you got to wonder if he's got his best stuff out there.
Cody Ross will dig in. 1 for 2 thus far. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. 1 out, nobody on. And now a pitch on the way. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's a good 2-strike pitch. And he's still got some count leverage here, so he doesn't need to challenge here either.
One-two pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And Kosuke's got this one, and there are 2 away.
And you can tell that the ball's just not carrying here tonight. It looked like he got that one pretty good, but it just hung up there for an easy flyout.
Ronnie Paulino will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
Setting up down and away that time. That's not a bad spot to miss.
Lined up the middle. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Whew. It's going to be a 2-bagel breakfast for him tomorrow morning. Not only has he worked hard behind the plate, he's been on base 3 times as well. That's a good night's work.
Emilio Bonifacio will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And sometimes when you haven't seen a guy, you might want to take a pitch to gauge him, but he let a pretty good one go by there.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. Ryan Theriot will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. the first pitch. Curveball, and he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Ramirez is there, and these fans won't like that as it's a one-pitch out to begin the home half of the sixth.
Starts this inning off the way he started most of the others. You see the line there. No runs allowed and just one hit allowed as well. He is really locked in.
Derek Lee will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0.
And his hit earlier in the ballgame is still the only one they have to this point of the sixth.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
And this is the section of the lineup that really needs to start doing something here.
And here's a curveball that he spikes in the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
Oh, be careful now.
Aramis Ramirez will be next. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. There to take it is Bonifacio. Throw in the dirt, but a good job of staying with it that time as he's retired. So the first two are retired here for Aramis Ramirez. And a strike at the knees, more like at the shins, but it's 0-1.
And there's about 40,000 umpires in the house that think otherwise.
And a ball and a strike now to Aramis as that pitch misses.
And this crowd's fallen into a bit of a lull here in the middle innings.
1-1 on the way. And this ball is popped up right back behind home plate. Paulino will put this one away, and the side is retired. And that's 6 shutout innings thus far as he's been very difficult to solve. 7th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs 0. And since we've already seen what's going on in the National League, let's check out the AL action now on our out-of-town scoreboard. Brett Carroll will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. And he lays off there 1-0.
And this game's really turned into a pitcher's duel. We've been stuck on the same score since the 3rd inning.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
Might have wanted to go up and get that one, but wisely laid off.
Watch out this batter.
A swing and a miss there, 2-2. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Boy, and he will kick himself if he loses this guy.
Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. A shot here from above showing, well, let's call it an empty seat or two. Matt Vasgersian, Dave Campbell, Rex Hudler with the call here in this one. Chris Volstad will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball from Marshall. Good pitch as he gets ahead. No balls and a strike.
And with the shutout going through the first 6 innings, no thought of a pinch hitter here.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one can track this one down. And ring him up. Strike 3 called on the fastball, and there are 2 gone.
Let's get you a shot of this reaction at the plate in show motion. You think you like this call? Oh, come on.
Hanley Ramirez will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Now the first pitch. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Now a bullet toward third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they're on top 1-0. Alfonso Soriano will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. And that's taken for strike 1.
Now let's see if he can maybe get a little offense going.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
And these guys could really use a leadoff base runner here.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Fastball taken inside for a ball, 2-1 now.
And when you're struggling to score runs, you really need the heart of your order to get something started.
Changeup had him fooled a bit as this is on the ground to third. Throw by Bonifacio is in time for the first out.
And you could bet he'd love to get through the middle of this order one more time tonight without getting burned. He's got the first out right there.
So 1 gone in the inning now for Xavier Nady. And here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
Not a whole lot of action on the scoreboard so far. This crowd's been pretty quiet.
Now a bullet foul as the third base coach had to give it the old Olay that time. Now here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. There to take it is Bonifacio. Throw in plenty of time to take care of Nady, and there are two gone.
Well, he set down the first two guys to face him here in the inning, but they haven't made it easy. It's taken 11 pitches here, but he'll probably take it.
Kosuke Fukudome will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
Just got to find some way to get on base here.
2 out, nobody on. In there, 1-1. Here's a pitch taken by Kosuke as he moves out in front. 2-1 now.
And he's not going to swing at borderline pitches. He knows what his assignment is.
Now Kosuke awaits the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Chris Coughlin will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And this guy's RBI back in the 3rd inning is still their only run of the ball game.
The pitch. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
And one thing you certainly don't want to do is put a guy on base with your 3, 4, and 5 guys coming up.
One and 2 now.
And he's given them 3 straight fastballs, but it could very well be the curveball they call on here.
And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Then again, maybe not.
just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
And you can tell that the scouting report's been telling him to keep everything down here.
Full count offering on its way. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Jorge Cantu will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0.
And this has been a well-played ball game. No errors on either side.
Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. Down the line, but this will kick foul. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Oh, you got to lean into that, not away.
Dan Ugla waits on deck. Here's the full count offering. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. A dive by Ramirez, but it's past him down the line.
One out base hit right there, and in a 1-run ball game in the 8th, you know they'd love to be able to plate another run or 2.
Dan Ugla will stand in. 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch to him. Tries to go the other way with a curveball, but this ought to be a routiner out in right. Therefore, it is Nady, and he makes the play for out number 2. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Cody Ross will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Boy, and you've got to like the drama of a low-scoring game where every pitch means something.
2 out with the man at first. Now a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Throw on to Lee will be in time, and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Jeff Baker will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. And that misses, ball 1.
And it's definitely worth noting he's just 3 over the minimum to this point in the 8th inning.
And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
And he has just owned that outside part of the plate tonight.
And now Leo Nunez starts to loosen up in the Florida bullpen. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first by Ramirez takes care of him, 1 away.
Boy, one lousy hit is all they've been able to muster against him so far, as he's working on a one-hit shutout right now.
Chad Tracy will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Right there for strike 1.
And this crowd really hasn't been much of a factor here to this point.
1 out, nobody on. Sets the target low here, and it misses, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
And this is a good time in the ball game to be selective. Go ahead and run that pitch count up a bit.
And Tracy doesn't go after that one, so the count's in his favor now, 3-1.
And this is the potential tying run up there, so you've got to make him swing the bat here.
Foul back. Strike 3 called, so the pinch hitter will head right back to where he came from.
Well, this game will certainly humble you. He waited all night to do that. He's thinking, next time, I'm not even going to bring a bat.
Mike Fontenot is going to grab a bat now, as that's going to put an end to Sean Marshall's time on the mound. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
And a first pitch changeup there, that pitch has been money for him so far.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Oh, and he's just had that pitch dancing all night long.
Swing here as he gives it a pretty good ride out to deep center field. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. Jeff Gray is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Giovanni Soto will come into the game now on defense. Ronnie Paulino will try and keep it going. 3 for 3 thus far. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And you can thank this guy for contributing to their 9-hit attack. He's got 3 of them.
And here's a fastball that looked pretty good, but it's 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball for Terrio at shortstop. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. There you see the top of the order is due to lead off the bottom of inning number 9, so if they can keep the deficit at 1, they'll have a pretty good opportunity here to tie or perhaps even win this thing in the bottom of the 9th. Emilio Bonifacio will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
And that thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Two straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
And he's just throwing darts now. They have not been able to pick him up.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Lee is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Brett Carroll will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Ball 1.
And maybe you work around this guy because with the shutout going, the pitcher on deck almost certainly will be hitting.
One pitch on the way. In the air to right center. Nady's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So nothing happening this time around. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. The Marlins lead this one 1-0. Ryan Terrio will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Ball 1.
And this is the right part of the lineup to maybe get something started for once.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Carroll moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
And it looks like they're going to let him finish it out here as he gets his man to lead off the 9th.
Derek Lee will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. In there, strike 1.
And you think about what could have been. We'd be staring at a no-hitter right now if it weren't for his lone hit earlier.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Now the 1-1. Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. Oh, and Lee swings and misses at that one as he's set down here for out number 2.
Oh, just 1 out away from the shutout. Let's see if he can close this thing out.
Aramis Ramirez will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And boy, I don't know about this strike zone. That misses high apparently, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1.
And all you want to think about doing here is extending the inning and extending the game.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
And that's a good time to throw that spinner. Make him fish for something.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
And you're definitely not trying to put the tying run on base, so there was no intention with that one.
Lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Oh, and you don't want to do that when you're an out away from sewing things up. Now you just put the tying run on base. Could be dangerous.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Leo Nunez is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Alfonso Soriano will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
And here's the man of the hour right here. This is definitely the guy you want up in this spot.
Now a ball lined toward right center. Slides and he makes the basket catch, and the ball game is over.
And how about that for not wasting any time? He comes on, throws 2 pitches, and picks up the save. He's probably thinking, it's over already?
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matt, he couldn't get that final out in the ninth, but still, 8 2/3 good innings, and he was on his game here in this one.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Matt Vasgersian, Dave Campbell, Rex Hudler. This has been a presentation of MLB 10 The Show. For more, find us online at MLB10theshow.com. The Marlins win it 1-0. Post-game highlights from Wrigley Field come your way next. For all of us at the show, good night, everybody.